Hello, everybody. I just wanted to take an opportunity. I was using the GoPro today that you guys saw, and so I got some footage. Not the best, but I will get better, I promise. So here's a couple of things that I saw from the footage that I did get. Um, it's all ways that we can get better. So I'm so proud of the team today. We played a really strong team. I think we're just as strong as them, and I think when you begin to see just like little places that we can get better, if we can get 1% better each and every week, we're going to be a super strong team in the long run. So I'm really excited at what everybody did. I'm really excited to see where we can go, and I hopefully these videos are helpful to us as a team. A lot of it is emphasizing strikers first touch, strikers movement off the ball, that kind of thing, as well as midfielders, how they kind of play the ball up. So I didn't get a chance to look into how our defense was set up. I didn't get a chance to look and see how we were doing with everybody was doing with first touch or shots or anything like that. But overall, like goalies, you did awesome. Defense, you did wonderful, staying central for the most part today. I would say, as far as our defense goes today, the biggest hiccup was outside midfielders not getting back in time to mark men, and they were really good at crossing the ball into the middle and having numbers in the box. So I think that kind of hurt us, but I didn't really get great footage of that to kind of recap on that. So we're basically focusing on strikers, movement off the ball, focusing on how our strikers pressure, how we build out the back. Our team really is we're focusing on possession, building out of the back, and bringing the ball up to our strikers to create opportunities for us. So hope you enjoy. On this corner kick, the run is timed really well right there. Rocco receives it perfectly. It's booted out. Oliver is now coming up as the defensive midfielder to play it back in, which he does to Rocco. Rocco keeps it down, and the pressure still applied. So overall, really nice job on that corner kick. Here's an example where our outside midfielder gets split. So he's not sure to guard the person to the left, which is his mark, or the person behind him. Now that should be covered by the center midfielder or the defensive midfielder stepping up so that through pass doesn't get through, but we'll work on that in practice. Okay, another example, great ball up front, good idea from the outside midfielder. We just got to work on the pass to actually connect with the striker, but that was fine. Striker's watching the ball, that's good. As soon as the ball is played, he's going to apply pressure, but here's the thing, we need to apply pressure as a team. Our center midfielder is a little bit too far to the outside, so they can play this ball in the middle, which is not cool, but our defensive midfielder, Oliver, steps up here, perfect, which gets the ball to the attacking midfielder. Unfortunately, we lose it quickly, and they have a quick transition down the line, and right now, there they go with the ball. So we got to work on those transitions. Another clip for our strikers. We want to make sure we don't caught in no man's land. So if you see our striker here is kind of all the way off in the middle of nowhere, I'd like him to come back a little bit more. Watch, the ball is now switched to the other side of the field, and the striker's just kind of walking over there. I'd like for our strikers to run to the side of the field where the ball is, so that as you watch here, we now get the ball, and we want the we can't play to the striker because he's in the middle of the field. Here we have a great example of pressure off of a save. Here comes the striker to pressure. The outside midfielder marks his man, forcing the ball to the middle or to the outside. He intercepts it. I wish the center midfielder was there a little bit, but they have to boot it, which is fine. Then we get the ball. We play it back up. What I love is that they're looking to connect passes. And even if we're not connecting with the passes, the fact that the team is now looking for those passes, I'm really proud of. Okay, with the goal kicks, we want the goalie to play it out to the defender. Defender has an option wide to the outside midfielder or the center midfielder or a boot. Now, the other team starts to know what we're doing here. So what I'd like to see is the striker to come a little bit closer because they now begin to shut down the outside pass and they shut down the center midfielder pass. You'll see as the play starts. The other team is now shutting down our options, so we could play a really nice ball to the foot of our striker, but the striker has to come a little bit closer. So there's the ball played out. Here comes the blue team. There's no options, so that we just kind of boot it up, which would have gotten to the striker, but we need the striker to come a little bit closer. But that's what we're striving to do on the goal kicks. 3 options: striker, outside mid, or center mid. All right, one of our main philosophies again is the striker is the one that pressures the ball. Here you have an example of both the striker and the outside midfielder went to challenge the ball, and they just quickly pass it to the player who our outside midfielders should be defending, and it's off to the races. So striker always pressures the ball first. some more striker training. We like to keep our strikers high at the last defender, but you can see here our striker is actually behind their defense because they're pressuring. So that's some of the pressure that we were feeling at the beginning of the game. But if we can get a quick turnover here, which Rocco does, he looks up and now it plays a nice ball to Jonah. Now this ball is to Jonah's outside. It's forcing him to go and turn outside away from the goal. Ideally, we want that pass right down the middle so he can turn towards goal, but that's fine. I mean, we're not pros right now, but the fact that we are looking up for that quick transition pass, I love it. And that's another good example of a quick transition that we did today. Okay, two things I want to point out here. Strikers, first touch is important. We don't get a great first touch, but that's okay. I want strikers coming back. He's kind of walking. I wish he would come back a little bit more. He does finally come back for the ball, draws a foul here, which is fine. He's attacking, he draws the foul, and then it's 8 seconds. This is slowed down, but it literally took our center midfielder 8 seconds to put the ball down, turn, get ready for the shot. There goes the striker for the rebound. I love the quick restart. So making sure that we're watching the ball, we're ready to go. It's a quick restart. Goalie's not ready, and there's a goal. So great job on the quick restart, boys. All right, so as you can see, there's a few things we need to work on as a team, but it's no big deal. It's fine. That's what we're here for. It's not how we start; it's how we finish. And I feel like every single game we're getting a little bit better. I love that we're looking for passes. The players are starting to open up their minds about how the game is played. It's not just boom ball. So I'm okay with how our players are playing. Like they're trying to do stuff instead of just booting the ball. Like our pressuring is good. We were forcing the other team to just kick and run. Okay. But we were playing soccer really well. We were looking for passes. We were looking for openings. And now we just need to work on how we execute that. So working on passes, working on receiving the ball. First touches is going to be huge. Being physical, I think, is going to be important. So as our players learn how to be more physical, that's going to benefit us as well. And just kind of reading how the game is played off the ball. And that just comes with time and playing with more and more people and playing more and more teams. So keep getting your touches in during the week, and we'll see you guys Tuesday.